Hey guys, it is Love of Truth Tarot, and I am here with another collective reading. I'm going to ring my singing bowl really quick. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what deck to pick, and like I have a deck in front of me, and then I'm like, You know what? I am going to pull from these little cards that I made. Angels, guides, ancestors of the highest white light, what do we need to hear or see right now? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Okay, that one wanted to come out. It says, let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are. Okay. So, let go of who you think you're supposed to be. Maybe you've been feeling like you're expected to be a certain type of way, or just because you already had this like title that you're supposed to fulfill this way of being, and I think Spirit is saying that that's not entirely true. You don't have to be that way. It might feel that way, but the best thing to do is just embrace who you are. Just be you, because no one else can be you. That is your superpower. And if people don't understand it, well, that's their problem. That's what I'm hearing. Embrace who you truly are, regardless of what anyone thinks, does, says about it. Because ultimately, who do you have in the end? If you didn't have anyone else, you would ultimately always have yourself. And so wouldn't that be best to make sure you have a good relationship with yourself above all, above everyone, right? So you don't want to fake it and then just be someone that everyone else wants you to be, or everybody else sees you as this thing, as this person who you, or maybe it's just you. Maybe you just think that you need to be a certain type of way, but you don't. And Spirit is saying, let go of what you're, let go of that energy. Okay, I think this is part of this, obviously. And this says healing. And then there's this little thing I wrote down. This was, I think, from Pinterest, but I didn't get the person who wrote it. I think it was like unknown. So I wrote it down because I really liked it. It says, healing doesn't have to look magical or pretty. Real healing is hard, exhausting, and draining. Let yourself go through it. Don't try to paint it as anything other than what it is. Be there for yourself with no judgment. Exactly. Don't try to paint it as anything other than what it is. Don't try to be anyone else other than who you are. That's beautiful. I like that. Alright, you know what? We're just going to pull. Now we're going to pull from the Angel Answer cards, because I listen to what I intuitively feel. Alright, angels, guides, ancestors of the highest white light. Okay. In the near future. Okay, something's coming in the near future. What is coming in the near future? Angels, guides, ancestors of the highest white light. What is coming in the future? Choose a new direction. I think what it's saying is you're going in a new direction. Things are going to be changing in the near future, yeah. Oh, you're probably transforming into who you really are. Like, you keep on pulling, like, okay, pulling. you keep on like putting up some sort of mask because of whatever the reason is, because I think we all have different reasons why we do that, and that's okay. It's understandable. And sometimes we have to put up a mask, you know, in a certain sense because of the way, you know, the world is, and we need to protect ourselves. But I think what this is saying is this is you transforming, taking that mask off and showing who you really truly are underneath it all. Again, it says healing doesn't have to look magical or pretty. It's like saying, yeah, real healing is hard, exhausting, and draining. Let yourself go through it. Don't try to paint it as anything other than what it is. Be there for yourself, no judgment. Okay, so it is what it is. Like, even though you might feel like it's something ugly, or you might feel it's exhausting. If you think about it, though, it's more exhausting to keep up someone who you really aren't, rather than stepping into who you are. Now, it might feel like it's harder to be who you really are because maybe for so long you've kept this up. Again, no judgment. I'm not judging you, and you shouldn't judge yourself either. But it's like you've done this for so long that you're so used to it. You know, I can resonate with this too. And it's like, wait a second. Who am I really, though? Am I really this person that I'm, you know, not to say you're being fake, okay? I just want to clarify this. I'm not calling anyone fake. I'm not saying, like, you're, you know, you're not being truthful. Like, okay, like I said, we all, in a sense, have to show the world a certain mask to survive, for survival, right? Like, for example, you're not going to tell your deepest, like, darkest secrets to just someone randomly, like a stranger. No, you don't do that. Why? That's what I'm trying to say, is that's, I'm not going to get into why, but I'm going to get into why, or what it is that that's what the mask is something to that effect. Like, you're concealing that because you're not going to just, like, put your heart on your sleeve, and that's basically what I'm trying to say. Metaphorically, obviously. So we also have look for a sign. Wait, was I done with that? I have so much to say about this, but I'll probably get to it as we keep going. Look for a sign. Okay. I'm trying to put this all together. Okay, there's going to be a significant sign when you transition into this new person, so to say, this more authentic you. Yeah, when you're tapping more into your authentic self, you're going to see signs of it. It's going to show up for you. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, especially your angels, are going to show you. They're going to be like, hey, this is the sign, and you're going to know, because it's good to ask them too, but you're going to know because they'll use something very significant to you to kind of like wake you up and be like, yeah, we're here, we're doing this with you here, we're helping you, we're guiding you, like, look over here, you know. Then we have the card no. No usually to me means learn how to say no. Boundaries, yeah, that might be part of, like, who you think you're supposed to be. You might have had poor boundaries because you're feeling like, maybe, yeah, but I should be doing this. You know, those shoulds, like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and I shouldn't be ignoring, like, I don't know, I'm just throwing things out here, but, like, ignoring, or not calling this person back right away, or, I should be, you know, spending more time with this person. Maybe it's been a little bit too much for you, or maybe there's something you're not comfortable with, and that's another type of boundary where you can say, like, hey, I'm not really comfortable with going this far. Like, I'll tell you that I'll stop here. Like, here's my line, here's my boundary. And you have to do that with people. And if they don't respect it, that's their thing. Like, but you need to still respect your own boundaries, okay? So you need to draw a line. You need to say no more often to people that Maybe I'm hearing also that push your boundaries. Oh, my light just went out, but whatever. I'm not trying to reach under the table and plug it in right now. But okay. So where was I going with that? Yeah, like there's people that I feel like that was a distraction too, like something's trying to distract me away from what I'm saying. But you definitely there's definitely people around you or a person that likes to push boundaries. So you're going to need to learn how to reinforce, this is what I'm hearing, in a loving way, of course, in a respectful way, but reinforce your boundaries and say, this is where I stand. I don't know about you. That's fine. You can do whatever you want to do, but this is where I stand. And that's what a boundary is all about. So they can try to push them all they want, but no, you need to do what's right for you, regardless. All right. We also have improving health. That's really good. That's a beautiful card too. Improving health. Yeah. That's awesome. See, because your health, overall health is gonna, and healing's here, your overall health is gonna increase when you say no, when you stand up for yourself, when you set these boundaries. And it doesn't have to be a mean thing. It doesn't have to be like a rude thing, you don't have to be aggressive. Like, just be assertive, have that balance, don't be too passive, don't be too aggressive, just be right in the middle with being assertive and straightforward, direct to the point. And that's what I'm hearing, and that's gonna improve your health. And regardless of, I'm hearing other people's opinions, feelings, things they want to maybe put on to you to make you feel bad, obviously that's not something that you want, and that's not going to make you healthy. So you also need to put a boundary down with that, because it can continue. Like, they can be very persistent and consistent with their boundary pushing. So it's not like, oh, they just try to push a boundary. No, it's like maybe 5 or 10 of them, so, and it might be one after the other. And I think if someone keeps trying to push your boundaries, you're going to need to put up a bigger boundary. That I feel is a rule. Like, if someone keeps pushing and pushing your boundaries, you're going to need to put either a bigger boundary up or cut them off altogether. It depends, it depends on their actions. And you can tell them that too. I think it's good to communicate that to them. Like, hey, I feel my boundaries are being crossed, and if they continue to be crossed, all I can do for myself is to continue to have more boundaries, bigger boundaries, and or if they get real bad, then you tell them, hey, I might have to cut you off if you keep doing this. And some people don't even get a warning, if they're that bad. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. Not the right time. I'm feeling also, you might have to tell people, this is not the right time. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. Or it's not the right time to do something that maybe someone else wants to do something, and you're like, well, it's not the right time. Maybe I'm feeling also, maybe people are trying to pull you into something. And I'm not saying everybody is like malicious or anything. I don't think anyone has like a very bad malicious like idea behind all this. It's just, I think people, they want to see what they can get from you, what they can't, where they do want to see where your boundaries are. They want to see what boundaries can be pushed sometimes. And some people are very immature sometimes, and that's why they do that as well. Like, like a child sometimes, where it's like they push and they push and they want to see what you're going to accept, what are you not going to accept. So, but it's up to you. Regardless of the person, we can talk about how the person's acting, and that's might be valid, but it might be valid, but we have to focus on ourselves as well. So we need to balance that out too. Like, okay, I'm going to validate myself and know that this is true, that, all right, this is too much. This person's being this, whatever. But we also have to say to ourselves, what am I going to do? And that's what this is all about, is reinforcing that boundary and saying, it's not the right time right now. I'm sorry. You don't even need to say sorry, but I just say sorry all the time. But you don't need to say sorry. You don't need to apologize either for your boundaries. You don't have to feel bad about anything regarding boundaries. And again, it says be there for yourself with no judgment. Okay? Let go of who you think you're supposed to be. Embrace who you really are. And I think I'm going to end it there. But I know I do have a lot of readings about boundaries, but this is really good. I feel really good energy from this. Very like direct to the point type of reading with this boundary stuff. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so as well. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can also do that in the description box below. And anything else you ever would need is down there. And appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.